Carl here from Brrraaains A Head-Banging Life, and as the title suggests, we're talking Bloodstock. Bloodstock 2020 and Bloodstock 2021, because the news was made official this morning. Bloodstock 2020 has been postponed. It will not take place. Instead, it's going to be 2021. Horrible news to get on an early Monday morning, but not unexpected. Here's the thing. I don't think there were many out there believing that it was actually going to go ahead. We, and just like many others, were hoping there was a possibility. Just because you want life to return to normal as much as possible. But you only have to look at what was going on around in other countries involving festival cancellations, including many shows and tours in this country, and just the general state of the world as it is right now, to realise that of course it couldn't go ahead. Of course it couldn't. But we needed confirmation from Bloodstock for that. It's now been made. It will take place in 2021. We're going to get into a bit more details about that because for this video, I've tried to trawl everything I possibly could in a short amount of time. So we're talking about the Q&As that are available over on Bloodstock's website, the announcement itself, and the live videos that, as of the time of recording, went out an hour and a half or so ago. One with Adam Gregory, where he basically talks through the statement, and a lot of the questions people are asked are answered by other members of the Bloodstock family in that, and also one from Simon Hall in regards to Metal to the Masses as well. So I've taken all this and I'm going to try and condense it as best as I possibly can into this video, and hopefully, you know, if you want to kind of get a quick up to speed what's going on, this video will suffice. So as I said this morning, Bloodstock was postponed. Used the word postponed, not cancelled, even though technically it's cancelled. It's just taking place in 2021, because 2021 would happen presumably anyway, but postponed to 2021. However, there was some positives out of this. And the biggest one of all, is it's going to have an extra day. Yes, Bloodstock is going 2021. It's going to take place from the 11th of August to the 15th. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. That's 5 days, an extra day of Bloodstock. Now, how this apparently is going to work is that you will have your 3 days as you normally would, the Friday, Saturday and Sunday, which has the main stage. And normally Thursday is basically what you kind of refer to as party night. Sophie Lancaster only, open, 5 bands on that, a mix of up-and-comers, bands that have played New Blood in the past, and normally a sizable headliner, like last year was Rotting Christ. Great time to get down there early and get your drink on. Just don't do what I've done in the past and go too hard and heavy on that Thursday night when you've got a very long weekend to look forward to. Now, what they're saying is Thursday's going to be a full day, except the main stage. Thursday's going to have a full day on the Sophie Lancaster stage, the New Blood stage, and the Jaeger stage. So I think, I can't remember how many Adam Gregory said, but he said something like 20 plus bands for that day alone, which is very fucking exciting. I mean, adore Bloodstock with a passion, at a point where this morning's announcement was crushingly disappointed, even if it was expected. So very, very happy about that. And the Wednesday, the new starting date, the Wednesday is going to be what the Thursday was before, starting at 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening with 5 bands playing. So it is a literal full extra day. Some may bemoan the fact that the main stage isn't going to be open or used, and I suspect there'll be some, when it comes to like suggestions, overthinking this and going, oh, why can't we have Metallica playing the Thursday night in the Sophie stage? Be realistic, you know. But what I see Thursday is a fantastic opportunity to get even more up and coming bands. Think about it, New Blood open as well, so 4 days of New Blood bands. That to me is super, super exciting, and really suggests next year's Metal to the Masses events, the 2021 series, is going to be fucking huge. We'll get on to what I took from Simon Hall's video in a minute about Metal to the Masses. But the other thing they've tried to do is roll over as many bands as possible from the 2020 lineup to 2021. And they've done an incredible job really. From what they've rolled over already, confirmed who will be playing for 2021. There are some missing. There is that. So there is going to be some inevitable disappointment. But man, oh man, one of the things I've been telling myself today and talking through with, you know, my group who go to Bloodstock is that small fry in comparison to, you know, the problems of the world right now. You know, as disappointing as it is and as hard as it is to go, oh my God, we've got over a year now to wait for Bloodstock instead of just a couple of months. At least we've got this incredible built-up event. It's going to be the biggest Bloodstock's ever been. So I'm gonna fly through the bands that are confirmed and the ones that I believe are missing from the thing. I know one for sure will not be there, Because here's the thing, just because they're not on the poster that Bloodstock have put out today doesn't mean they're not going to be playing. It just means they either haven't been able to confirm yet, or, you know, the deal hasn't been arranged or whatever and stuff like that. So, headliners, we still have Devin Townsend by request, and we've still got Judas Priest celebrating, well, 50 heavy metal years, but it'll be more than that by the time 2021 comes around. So we've still got 2 out of 3 of the headliners. The missing one is Behemoth, which has been confirmed in the comments section of the live video they did that they couldn't work it out. So Behemoth will not be at Bloodstock in 2021. For some, that's a great thing, and others, it's massively disappointing. Just means we've got a headline announcement to look forward to. Hopefully it's something spectacular and on par with Behemoth. Personally, not overly fussed that they will be. I mean, when we talked about Behemoth being announced in the lead up to this 2020 on previous videos, we kind of talked about is an opportunity for them to kind of, this could be their like Parkway Drive moment and stuff like that, where they just come a big show, it's spectacular and it's really impressive. Obviously we will never know that now, but with Devin and Judas there, I don't know about you, but I'm really happy about that. Elsewhere, Saxon, Paradise Lost, Skindred, Philip H. and Selmo and the Illegals doing their Vulgar Display of Pantera set. Gloria Hammer, Bury Tomorrow, which is great because if Slam Dunk goes ahead in September, as if Bury Tomorrow aren't able to play that now. Violence, Dark Tranquility, Orange Goblin, Sacred Reich, The Black Dahlia Murder, Ginger, Life of Agony, Lost Society, Diamond Head, Silosis, Acid Rain, Conjura, Svalbard, Butcher Babies. I think there's a few I might be. Toxic Holocaust. That's what I can see in the poster that's in front of me right now on Bloodstock's profile on Facebook. So there might be some I'm missing off. Some notable absences. Hatebreed and Cattle Decapitation. Now, I don't know for sure if these bands are definitely not going to be playing or if it's just something that hasn't been sorted out yet. Hatebreed, seen them loads of times. I can take it or leave it. But Cattle Decapitation, I'm hoping do get added. We shall see. The biggest thing about tickets, and this is the biggest talking point across all the Bloodstock posts and so on, keep them. Keep them because they're going to roll over. If you have your ticket already, you will be able to use that for 2021, getting an extra day of music without paying a single penny more. If you're planning to buy them, you can still get them at 2020's price right now. Later on, they're saying they're going to increase the price by £10 more. Just £10. If you can't potentially buy it till later in the year, £10 more for an extra day, plus this lineup, plus all the bands that are going to be playing. You're going to be talking nearly 150 bands, 150 odd bands playing across this entire weekend next year. It's going to be spectacular. Cannot wait, really can't. But of course you can get a refund. They have said that as well. You can get a full face value refund. One of the other things to take away from the ticket side of things is that if you have been paying, if you haven't bought your ticket yet, they're going to have, you know, the installment plan they do for the tickets. They're going to make a longer one for 2021. It's going to be 6 months long. So again, if money worries are you concerned, you'll be able to sign up for 2021 and pay it over a 6-month period, which is, let's be honest, pretty fucking affordable for most, I think. Hopefully like us, you're going to just hang on to your ticket and roll it over just to support the festival as much as anything else. It was said it is disappointing on a personal sort of level. I've been going to Bloodstock now, oh God, how many years? A long time. All throughout my 30s. Put it this way, I have celebrated the last 5 or 6 birthdays. I cannot remember. 5 or 6 birthdays at Bloodstock. My birthday has always fallen over the weekend, and it would have done again this year. So it's going to be a massive shame when I hit that point and not at Bloodstock. I think it's going to be particularly sad when we hit that weekend, and hopefully we can just cheer each other up, you know, and talk to positives and get excited about 2021 and what the year of 2021 potentially will be, you know, if we get through this horrid time with this goddamn disease. 2021 and beyond, look, we're going to get spectacular tours. Think about all the writing that'll be going on now as people are on lockdown, the amount of new music we'll get, the hunger that's going to be there. Talking about hunger, so Metal to the Masses. Obviously at this point, it's not happening. We can't. There's no lockdown. You can't have venues open, which in itself is causing a problem. Check out #SaveOurVenues if there's a venue close to your heart. that's local to you. Check it out, help out as much as you can. It's not even necessarily about giving over money, but it can just be about posting and supporting and sharing and doing what you can to try and make sure that when we get back to normal, we've got shit to go back to. We've got places to go and listen to our music. We've got small venues for our Metal to the Masses bands, our up-and-comers, our future to go and play. So according to Simon Hall's video, it's very, very short, not a massive amount of detail. He's in contact with all the events and things like that. Obviously, we sponsor the Essex one, but that's all we do is we sponsor it. That's completely in the hands of the great Ian Manning, who's doing a wonderful, wonderful job, has done a wonderful job over in Essex. And it's a shame that we've not been able to see the fruition of the bands playing that this year and see what would have happened. But basically, he's saying it's going to be left down to individual venues and the promoters and the people organising these events, where how they approach 2021. Do they want to restart it all completely and then obviously add maybe new heats, more heats because of an increase in need for more Metal to the Masses bands? Or do they want to take what they've done already, move those bands over and so on? I think the most sensible option depends, I guess, how far into it you are. If you're still in your heat phase, I think the realistic option is to say, look, guys, we're going to start this again. We're going to add more bands, apply. We've got 2 more heats to do, so 8 more bands can apply and so on. I think it's fair to just start those heats again. If you've made it into like your quarters or your semis and you're that far along into the events, I don't think it's out of reason to say, right, you're that far, you will now sit separately, and we're going to run a new set of heats and events that then get a lot of more bands up, and then when they get to that stage, the semis, you who were frozen from 2020 get to move into that. The negative of that is obviously it means that band who's been frozen, so to speak, potentially might not get to play for quite a while, like within the Metal to the Masses. That could be a problem in itself. The whole event, Metal to the Masses, is getting your name out there, getting your support out there, people seeing it. So I'll be interested to see if you're a band who's playing it at the moment, and we know plenty, or planning to, and so on, what would you prefer to do? Would you prefer this to start again just to get those shows in your belt and get that feeling and so on? Yeah, it's disappointing if you've made it to a certain point, but you're not alone. That's the thing, you're not alone at all. I'd be really interested to know what the bands feel. I mean, I guess if you're really close to the final, you might be like, well, no, we really want that, and so on. I guess it's all about stages more than anything else. I think it's going to be very, very exciting. I really, really do. Metal to the Masses is one of our favourite things about Bloodstock. The build of the bands, getting to know these unknown future bands and seeing them grow and grow and grow. Shit, look what I'm wearing. Look what I'm bloody wearing. We're talking about Metal to the Masses and learning and getting to know these guys. So more of that leading up to this 2021 festival to me is incredibly exciting, and it's one of the major positives I've taken out of this, aside from the extra day and just generally good feeling that's come from it. I think it's been a wonderful, wonderful comment section on Facebook and YouTube and stuff like that people are just going, you know what, we get it, we support it, we're with you all the way. And here's the thing, don't feel bad if you have to get a refund. If you're in a position where your finances have been hit because of this, because of what is going on in the world, don't feel bad about it. Just get your refund, and get your life in shape so that when it gets round to this time, because you're going to have plenty of time. Although it's going to be popular, so is think about next year, all the other festivals, Download and so on. We've still got one supposedly happening in this country in July called Ramblin' Man, which, let's be honest, isn't going to happen. But that'll be another one that was going to try and come back next year and so on and so forth, potentially come back next year. So take your time, basically. Don't feel pressured into getting it. But if you can, I think it's the smartest thing to do. Try and see it like the money's already spent. If you bought those tickets 6 months ago, or 4 months ago, 3 months ago, however long ago, that money is spent potentially. You're not getting it back unless you want, you won't, what I mean is you weren't planning to get it back. Before this, you weren't expecting to get that money back. You'd spent it, it was gone. So there is that to keep in mind as well. Money spent is money gone, basically. But yeah, if you can, do it to support the festival. Imagine how it would feel for them, for the organising stuff, to sort of see like 90% of people kept their tickets and rolled it over. You'd be looking at like half the festival sold out, maybe even more than that, before they've even really gone anywhere with it, which is fantastic. This will sell out. I think 2021 will sell out. When those tickets, the fact those tickets now available, and people, I think people we'll want it. We'll be hungry for it, right? Desperate for that grasping of normalcy, to hold on to something and feel good and just enjoy it. I'm rambling a bit here now. I'm rambling a bit on. I've been wanting to do this all day. You know, if anyone saw the live video I did this morning at work, and I've got home, I've watched back the live videos after doing a long drive home, and try to get as much information as I can, to then put it out there and say, you know, from our perspective, we 100% GBHBL support Bloodstock on this and why they're doing it and the sense behind it and all that. We have our own personal disappointments and stuff like that, but it's one of those where it's like, in the grander scheme of things, it's not that important. We will be there at 2021. There is no way in hell you'd stop us. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com, as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/GBHBL, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?